everyone, greetings from Technical Cloud Knowledge, and here is Shekha again with the Linux lecture. So this is basically we will talk about on the Linux lecture number 2 is Linux installation. So yeah, I have already shared on my in my first lecture on the Linux installation, and I have already do it with the lab or the practical as well. So let's begin. Basically, let me clear with that as well. In modern world, there is no need for Linux installation and DevOps profile. It was happened before when there was a profile regarding Linux administrator. So at that time, we do the Linux installation on virtual machine, or I can say VM. So yeah, so now in today's world what happened, we go to the cloud as and from there we will use the already created virtual machine or the image template, and that's how we use. We don't have to download the Linux on VM. So that's how we do today. So I think most of you wants to know, then why are we learning Linux installation on VM, and is it necessary to do that? So I will tell you all the answer, all these questions answer. So till then you need to watch the video till the end, and you have to connect it with me so that you can know the answers regarding Linux installation. And yeah, that's it. So let's begin without wasting our time. Basically, what is in the Linux installation? Basically, as I have already shared in my first lecture, the Linux installation is of two types. Okay. The Linux installation are of two types. First one is local installation and the second one is network installation. So let me write at there as well so that you can clear with the point. Local installation, okay, and the second one is network installation. Basically, what's the difference between both of them? So local installation refers the installation on single VM, when we do the installation of Linux on the single server only, and whereas the network installation refers the bulk installation, when we have to install the Linux in multiple servers, not on a single server only. So the local installation refers to the single VM installation, whereas the network installation refers to the multiple VM, or we can say bulk installation. Okay, so I think that's that much you are clear with the installation on Linux. So if you want to know more about it, and if you want to see in detail or like how to do the lab, then you can watch my first lecture where I have show it in by doing the lab or the practical. So yeah, let me tell you one more thing. Why are we learning Linux installation today? So yeah, suppose when you are using Kubernetes cluster, at that time you need to create it, and you need to know that how to do the Linux installation. So if you don't have any idea regarding it, like how to do the Linux installation, how to install Linux on virtual machine, then how will you do that? At that time you will definitely be set like a blank. Okay, so to stay from that situation, from that circumstance, I am telling you that you need to learn the Linux installation so that you can do it on your own. You don't have to depend on others, because when you don't know how to do it, you will see the others, like how are they doing and how to do it as well. So you will take the help from others, you will depend on others. So at that time, if you know the Linux installation on virtual machine, how to do it, you can do it by your own. You don't have to depend on others. And in the future, if you need to do the Linux labs or DevOps labs or the installation on Linux, or you can, if you want to do any setup on your system, you can do it on your own without facing any difficulty if you know the Linux installation on virtual machine. So let's begin. As I have already shared the difference between local installation and the network installation. So what happens in local installation? What we do basically, when we go into the Google, like we download the CentOS 8 ISO image and make it bootable. As we know that our system is also a local device, so what we do, we share it through pen drive or DVD, make it bootable and download the CentOS 8 ISO image on our system. But there is a drawback. behind when we downloading the CentOS 8 ISO image on our system. There is a drawback behind this. What happened when we do that, like when we install the CentOS 8 ISO image on our system, we can't use the other work, we can't do the other work, like we can't use our personal work things, like we can't use other application, we can't, like suppose if I want to listen to music, I want to watch movies, I want to read documentation, I want to record any data or like something else, so I can't do that, because when we download the CentOS 8 ISO image on our system, it will take a, like it has to need some space on our system so that we can download it. For that we need to remove the other junk or other things from our system so that we can download the Linux on our system. That's why we remove all the other application and all the other things which we do it for our personal use. So for that, suppose if you have to remove all the things, we can't use that, so what we gonna do, we will take the other we will use another device and put aside on ourselves, and like whatever we want to do, like want to read documentation, listen to music, anything we will do on that device. So, and this device we will use for the Linux installation only. So it will take a like lot of time and consume a lot of time. We have to do it, like we have to carry two laptops with us, two device with us, so it will take like very heavy, it will take very load. So what we will gonna do, we will use these steps to sort out this drawback or the issue. So what we will gonna do, we will follow these steps which I am going to mentioning them right now. So listen to me very carefully, and it is very necessary, so please be careful. First one is we have to install the application, namely VMware Workstation, and second step is that on the VMware Workstation we will create a virtual machine on by on. Third one is that after that, when we created our VMware VM on the VMware Workstation, we will download the Linux on our VM. So for that, what we like, if we want to run any command, we want to do any like want to run any command, want to use the Linux, want to do any labs, we can do that without removing other things from our system, and we can use our system for the personal use as well as for the Linux. So we don't have to remove other things from our system while installing the Linux, or by creating VM on AWS or Google Cloud. Okay, so let's begin how to do the Linux installation on virtual machine. For that, we need to download the VMware Workstation and the CentOS 8 ISO image. So as I have already saved on my drive, let me show you that. Yes, it has already been saved on my drive, VMware Workstation application as well as the CentOS 8 ISO image template. So I will also share it on my, I will also share the link on my description, so from there you can use these. So what we have to do, we will do the right click, and from there we will download both of them in the similar way as you can see. Okay, so we will download both of them, and after that downloading, what we will do, when we open the VMware Workstation, like I have opened this, you will get such kind of page, you will get such kind of the front page of the VMware Workstation. So from that, what you have to do, okay, we will click on the create a new virtual machine option. Just click on that. So first press the custom button option, next, then do the same, then do the next, again next. Be careful that the things which I am telling you, use these ones, not the other. If it already taken the other things, then press on the right option or the correct option which I am mentioning on my right now virtual machine. And yeah, be careful that you have to choose the Linux option, and the version should be CentOS 8 ISO image 64-bit, and if it is not available, then do the CentOS 7 64-bit. okay, then press the next option, and after that you can name your, you can do the virtual machine name, you can choose whatever you want to write the name of your virtual machine. So suppose I am taking the Linux CentOS 8 ISO image. Okay, I have taken this name, and the path which I am going to mentioning, which I am going to save my CentOS 8 image, which I am choosing the local disk D path. Okay, so you also choose the D path so that you can save your CentOS 8 ISO image on there as. Then press the next option. Number of processors should be 1 and the number of cores per processor is also should be 1. Then press the next. And yeah, you should be clear with that as well. If suppose your system is of 2 GB, then choose the 1 GB option, and if your system is more than 2 GB, then you can opt for the 2 GB option. So I'm opt for the 2 GB option. Then press the next option, and it should be use network. Then next, then again next, then again next, then next, and next, then finish. Okay, so it is just the step of how to creating your VM. It is just the we are just making the VM. Okay, now the main step of Linux installation will begin from there. So from that you need to be very careful. So before, like whenever you locally download the CentOS 8 ISO image and make it bootable, so when the stage, like whatever be the stage when you open this CentOS 8 ISO image, the stage of opening this will power on this virtual machine. The stage will appear this one, power on this virtual machine. Okay, so before moving further, we will edit virtual machine setting. It will take some time. Okay, so from there you need to choose the CD/DVD IDE option, and you have to click on the use ISO image file, and you have to give the path where you have downloaded your CentOS 8 ISO image and saved it. So so okay, I have chosen it and press the OK button. Okay, so now we will power on this virtual machine. So from there you will get this kind of front page like CentOS Linux 8.0 1905. So you will get these three options. The first one, what does the first one refers? Install CentOS Linux 8.8 1985. Basically it refers when you will install the CentOS Linux directly. When you click on this option, your CentOS image will directly install. But suppose in your CentOS ISO image template there is some issue, there is some fault behind your CentOS 8 ISO image. So what will you do? And it will not going to give you a warning. So the installation of your Linux will stop completely and you can't do it. So for that you need to do the test. So before moving the first option, we will opt the second one. We will do the test. We will test our CentOS 8 ISO image. Then we will do the Linux installation, so that we will not going to we will don't face any issue regarding the Linux installation. So that's why we will opt for the second one. So yeah, it will enter. Sometimes what happen when we are using the VM, our cursor will stopped somewhere, like our cursor will just on our system, not in the VM. So what we have to do, we have to press the Control plus Alt, so that our cursor will work on the VM as well, not on our system. It will not appear on the system only, it will work on the VM as well. Okay, just press the enter. It is loading. It will take some time. So till then, if you have facing any if you are facing any issue regarding Linux installation, you can comment me down. I will surely answer your questions in my next lecture. So till then, let's wait. Okay, so yeah, after that it will you will see such kind of front page. Okay, now what you have to choose, you have to click on the English option. Wait a minute. Okay, so there is a English option. Yes, there. Okay, just click on this. Let's click continue. Okay. Wait, it will loading. Okay. So it is the layout. English India with repeat, like just it is a layout, keyboard layout. You just have to click on the done option. From there you can, if you do the press plus, you will get the option others. Just click on the done option. Then we will do for opt for the language. Here you also have to choose the English one. Then click on the, you can change the time and date, like it is showing the US time, okay, America time. Then you have to click on the Asia time. Yeah, that's it. As you can see, just click on the done option. Then for the installation source, at there you need to like install the, as you can see it is auto installed. You can do it by manually, like you can do the partition manually. So we will opt for the auto detected, done. software selection, like it will select the software. Like for the learning purpose, we will opt for the server with GUI. And if we suppose, if we click on the FTP server, all the packages regarding FTP server, it will download only this packages. And if we went to the virtualization host, it will download all the packages related to VM virtualization servers. And if we do the minimal installation, while suppose what happens in the server with GUI, if we press the server with GUI and we go for with the server with GUI, where we can get command line with the graphical option. But if we click on the minimal install, we will only get the command line, we will don't get the graphical option. So for the learning purpose on Linux, we will opt for the server with GUI. If it will take other, so be clear, then you can only go with the server with GUI and click on the done option. Okay, after that, do the Linux distring. You can create your own custom, you can do the customization here. So just click on the done option. If you want to do the, like if you want to do the partition on your own, then wait, let me back. It will all, you have to also do the, always do enable, because in companies mostly KDUMP is always like kernel crash is always done. What happens, like sometime what happen in your system OS is something damaged, like services are not working properly, it damage your OS, or the kernel is damaged. So what happened, it will like automatically detect or what happened to your kernel. So that's why we always enable the KDUM kernel dump, so that what we will get like what happened to our kernel. So it will always enable. And in the installation, what you have to do, if you want to do the partition on your own, then you can do the custom option. Okay, done. Manual partition. Suppose we will choose the we will go for the standard partition. And if we the plus option is for the if we want to create the partition. Okay, and the minus is for the removing the partition. So okay, we will create the partition with the root / because it is the main thing from where the Linux world is started. So we will go with the Linux root partition. And desired capacity, let's take 20 GB. Okay, just do that. Okay, and just go with the done option. Here you can do this, accept changes, and done. Okay, so now network and host, it is the like a hostable boot cable. So here you also have to do the done option. You can also choose the host name. If you want to choose the host name, you can like choose whatever would you like to do. Like I have chosen www.technicalcloudknowledge, if I have chosen this one. Okay, suppose I have taken this host name, then do the apply. You can do the configuration your like if you want to do the configuration on your own, you can do that as well. Just click on the done option. And after that, security policy is always done. You don't have to do anything changes like in this option. Just begin installation, click on the begin installation. So it is installing. So it will also take some time. few minutes more. So okay, after that what we need to do, first click on the done option. Just first click on the root user, root password. What should you like to do, the like whatever be the root password. Suppose I'm taking the Red Hat, my password is Red Hat, it is showing me, then Red Hat @123. okay, so Red Hat @123. okay, so I'm saving this password. Okay, it's showing that it is a weak password, then I have to offer the other password which is strong. So let's write @Red Hat 123 hashtag. Okay, so now I have written the password. Okay, then press the done option. I have completed the root password. Now the user creation. Suppose I am taking my name Shakha, the user is Shakha, username is Shakha, password whatever you can choose the password. You can write the same password which you have chosen in the root password as well. Okay, it is showing that it is a weak password. So then click on the done option, and yeah, it is installing. It will install 1304 formats files, and 47 has already been installed, so it will take some time to install all these. So as you all know that we are doing the configuration right now, and after in some time your Linux will be installed on your VM, and after that you can run the commands, you can do the lab, etc. Just wait for a while. 59 has been installed. Okay, now it has been installing a bit swiftly. So as you can see, the configuration has been done. So after that we will reboot this, and yeah. Okay, so yeah, now it is going on. So this, how will you do this, the configuration, and will install the Linux on your VM. So now it is asking for the license. You have to accept this license. Just click on the below option. Yeah, just click on this option and press the done option. Yeah, that's it. License has also been accepted. Come down and finish configuration. So yeah, as you can see now, after all the configuration which has been done, it will appear this kind of page in front of you. So now, as you know, we are logging as a Shikha, the user, and if you want to log in as a root user, you can just click on the not listed option and username root, type the root and then next, and the password which you have created before. Okay. Write the password and sign in. So okay, now I have logged in through the root user, and here you can see the activities option. Just click on that. Okay, you will come up with such kind of page as well. Just click on the English option. Okay, done. Press the next option. Here you can find the next option, then click on this next option, and it has already been on. Just skip and start using CentOS Linux. Okay, so you have created your Linux, you have done your Linux installation. Just so yeah, here you can find the all the options. Like this is the terminal. When you open it, you will get the code, something related to the root user code, and you can run any command if you want to run, like cd command. You can run if you want to know how, in which home directory you are sitting right now. You can find out by running command on this terminal, and here you can find these options. Okay, and suppose if you want to log in from the other account, you can just do the okay, do the logout, and yeah, okay, you can log in with the username Shikha, like whatever be the username you have chosen. You can log in with the name with this username as well, like I have chosen the Shikha which I have created before. So now okay, wait a minute. So now I have logged in through the username Sheka. Okay, here you can also find these options which you have find into the root one. So after that, if you want to you will get the same thing here as well. Just press the next option, then next, then skip, and then start using CentOS Linux. Okay, so from where we can will power off this. Okay, so yeah, that's how you will do the Linux installation on your VM. So this is the basically the Linux installation. Okay, so this is the lecture. You will do this kind of Linux installation on VM, and so I think you all are clear with the Linux installation on virtual machine. And if you have any if you are facing any issues regarding this lecture, you can comment me down, and let's meet up in next lecture, Linux lecture number 3. So we will meet soon, and that's it for today. Thanks for watching.